Well, hey there, guys. Fancy meeting you here once again on my Direwolf20 for 1.10, episode number 7. Today, we're going to continue the progress that we made in the last episode and make more progress. It's funny how that works. Once you get things going, it just snowballs with the way this thing works out. Oop, looks like I'm a little bit hungry. Haha. That rice bread is some really good stuff. I'm on my second stack of it now. The stuff just keeps on going and going and going. And then it goes a little bit more. So, we've got some good plans for the day. I went out in between episodes. Well, first off, I finished the glass like I told you that I would. I really like how just a plain old vanilla glass, no textures, no nothing, just what this resource pack came out. Looks really, really cool. Pull it up, I put some up on the top. That way no creepers or witches or anything could fall in. The capacitor block is full. Both of them are. Ender IO and immersive engineering. Got all of that going on. Huh. I wonder where that went. I wonder if an Enderman got that. Anyway, so we've got power going on. We've got the coke oven doing its thing, making more creosote oil than we know what to do with. I changed the smeltery up just a little bit. I got tired of standing here and like looking down and hitting the spouts and looking down and hitting the spouts and hitting. You get the idea, right? So we've automated this a little bit. I got part of the idea from Direwolf, watching his video, and then I got another part of the idea. There's a creeper back there. Do you see him? I thought I saw him a while ago, but then when I went out there, I couldn't find him. Well, we're going to let him be. We don't need him right now. But, so, you never thought about doing this. I don't know why. It's just the simplest thing. Stick a hopper on the side of the controller, and it'll feed it. Duh, right? I'm sure most of you out there knew to do that, but just in case you didn't, that's how you do it. Now, Direwolf made this pulse timer that I didn't care for. It pulses every second or two, and it can interrupt this guy right here. I didn't like it very much. So I pulled up JEI, and I did a search for timers. And I saw where RF Tools had a timer. Now, at first, that looks like a bag of flour, or maybe a really bent up envelope on the side of it. I don't know. It's weird looking to me. But it's got an input here and an output there. And you can set it for any number of ticks you want. And as you see on the tooltip, 20 ticks equals 1 second. So I've got this set to send out a pulse every 13 seconds. Now, this thing's actually more complicated. I mean, well, not complicated. It can do a lot more stuff. The reason it has an input, you set it to put off a pulse at whatever time period you wanted to put off. But if it detects a redstone pulse coming in the top of it, that'll reset the timer. For what I'm doing, I don't need that. I just needed a simple thing. The recipe for it wasn't terribly expensive. You need a clock, just gold and redstone timers. The machine base, any kind of block, doesn't matter what it is. It can be smooth stone, andesite, polished andesite, granite, whatever. 3 gold nuggets. Put all that together, and you get one of these guys out. That was pretty cheap. So we stuck that in there. There's a hopper down there. You notice I moved this block up. That way I can put the tables up here, because down there's a hopper. The hopper automatically pulls cooled off blocks from here, and I made another one of those blast-proof reinforced storage crates from immersive engineering. And guys, I did a little bit of mining. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but we had about 25 blocks of iron right before I hit record, and you notice my inventory, I've been making a few things. So this is what it's dumped out so far. Now I'm making the clear glass from Tinker's here, because I'm going to do some other stuff with that, and it's just always good to have glass sitting around. But we've got this guy over here going. Ooh, time to put some more iron in there. I'm just going to throw that in so it's cooking. Now you can put in iron ingots and get steel ingots back out, or you can put entire iron blocks in there. It takes the same amount of time either way, so it doesn't really matter. With me, I just prefer doing it this way because I like seeing things come out of it fairly often. It makes me happy inside. Let's go put these over here. Yeah, you see I've already smelted up a half stack, almost to a whole stack. Alright, so first things first, we need a way to get the creosote out of here fairly regularly without having to keep on making more and more glass bottles. So I had an idea. Again, I can't really show you on screen because they haven't updated the Direwolf pack and the immersive engineering book crashes. I think we talked about that in the last episode or two. So I got on the wiki and I looked it up. Is that creeper? Can you see him? I don't see him anymore. Okay. And there's a gigantic tank that'll hold 512 buckets of fluid. So you need 34 pieces of iron sheet metal, and you need some fencing. And here's how this works. All we're going to do, drop 2 of those off. We're going to put down, let's see, it's got to be in a 3x3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we got room in the middle. So we do this, okay. We're going to put this right there. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Okay, now we make a donut shape. One. Oop. Did not want you to go there. Nope, nope, nope. You gotta go over here instead. One donut, then we do it again. Oh, stay out of there. Okay, that's 2 donuts, and then we come across the top. We go completely flat. Okay, now, it's not very impressive, is it? But it said to take the hammer. Oop. There I go with them torches again. Let's take those out. I'm going to learn that before the series is over. And it says to whack it. That's what it says to do. Alright, let me pause for just a second and recheck the wiki, because evidently I put something together wrong. And I will be back in just a second. Alright guys, that literally was a quick second. I think I was going about 10 seconds before I lost what I did wrong. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, right? Yeah, look at my toolbar. I missed a layer. So let's get up here, pillar up real quick. Take out the one in the middle. And put those around. Stick one in the middle. Chop these back down to the ground. Now cross your fingers and bam! Whoo! Check that out. The wiki says you hit it down here, but evidently you click it up here instead. Now that's pretty cool looking, right? That will hold 512 buckets of whatever we put into it. So it can be creosote, it could be water if we want to put water, it could be lava, anything I want to put in there, or you can too when you make your own world, I can put in there. You can pipe in fluids either down here or up on the top of it, doesn't matter which, but we're going to put it down here just because that looks cooler. Now we've got to get the liquids out of here first. Now I've got 5 pipes left over, and I went on and made a fluid pipe while we were at it. The fluid pipe was fairly easy. You make these pipes. These pipes just take 6 pieces of iron, take the hammer and flatten them. Unless you've already got machinery to make the plates, then use those instead. 6 of those give you 8 of these. That's why I've got leftovers. You need 3 more pieces of the iron plate here. And then you need 4 pieces of iron and a copper ingot to get the iron mechanical component. Stick those together, and bam, you got a pump. Now the pump, notice the copper on the top, it does take electricity, or RF, to work correctly. And we're going to see, I've only used this as another pump, believe it or not. I've never tried to pump out of this with this before. So let's see. Let's just set it down and look at it. Okay, I don't see anything special right there, do you? Let's just derp around and see if we can figure this out. We're going to stick you right there. We're going to stick you. Bam, just like that. No, I didn't grab the wires. We'll bounce over here. We need, that's rope. We need some of this. Oh, did I not make any more connectors? Okay. One good thing about doing all the stuff that I've been doing off camera is I have hardened clay. Look at that. I need some more copper. That is electrum. Oh, guess what? You know where the copper is? It's over here. Copper, copper, copper. Oh, yeah, that's right. Copper is now green for some really weird reason. Okay, so do this, do this. Let's go on and sleep. The base is lit up so nothing can spawn in here, but That way we don't have to listen to skeletons and zombies mowing around the outside of the base until they burn to death. So we take, oh, what's it called? Is it like that? Or is it, no, not that. Oh, I can't remember what those things are called. Immersive. Let's see here. Where are you guys at? Here we go. Wire connectors. Ah, almost had it. That'll give me 4 of those, and I got that, so we're good to go on that. So let's see if this will reach all the way from over there. No, that'd be too easy. The problem is, this is in the way. So that's not going to work out very well for us. So, you know what? We had those poles that I used off camera and never showed you, so let's see if I can make those poles work for this. Oh yeah, I made a hammer too, by the way. Stuck a diamond on it, a bunch of redstone, some lapis. It's pretty good. It's got a copper faceplate and a copper handle on it. So I get a ton of XP. Notice my XP is up to 36. Even though I died quite a few times here lately. Okay, oh, no, leave that. We're going to go to this guy. We're going to stick this guy right here. Check this out. The pole, you can actually climb the poles. Just like a ladder. We're going to stick that out of there. Stick that right there, I do believe. See if this will work. No! That is the wrong answer, Mr. Immersive Engineering. Okay, we'll just do this. Make that an output. Stick that there. Stick that there. Haha, check that out now. Now we'll take you. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, see, this is the problem I was having. In 1.7, you could string them together like that. You know, one to here, one to here, one to there. So I bet I'm going to need, what's this other thing called? Not one of those. Structural cable connector. Wall mounts, wire connectors. How do I make this? That doesn't seem terribly complicated. Hardened clay, I have to cook some more of that. More of that stuff. Alright guys, let me pause this for just a moment. Cook some of this up, and I'll be right back to show you how I did it. Alright guys, we're back. That took a little bit longer than I planned on taking it, and I had to do some major rearranging, as you can see. But, here's how it works. You take a fluid pump. We'll take a look at that briefly. Fluid pump, which is 3 of those pipes, the iron mechanical component, and 3 iron plates. Stick them together, get a fluid pump. Stick it on top of the coke oven. I don't know why that matters. I tried it all over the place down there, and it would not work. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is where it goes. Throw some power at it. I used, come back, the current transformer, which according to the wiki, if you have a voltmeter, which I had to make one of these. Sometimes I can spell in English. Okay, there we go. If you have one of these doohickeys, and you touch this thing with it, it tells you how much power is passing through it. Well, I just stuck this down, because that's the only way I could connect that wire to that wire. Which, it works out. And then you come over here, you take a lever and stick it on there. Put the pipes on here. The pipes are configurable, so I can connect it down there if I wanted to. I can turn it off. I can turn it off to here and just let it hang there, just like an Ender IO conduit would be. And then I connected it up to the top because it didn't seem to want to do anything on the bottom of it. So we use the bottom for output if we need to get this back out. And you see there's a little bit down there on the bottom of the window. The way you tell how much is in there is take an empty bucket, and it tells you right on the screen how much is in there. 13.5 buckets, 13,500 millibuckets. That's not too horrible now, is it? And if you notice, this is staying empty because as soon as it makes a piece, and it's going to have a little more time, so we're not going to sit here and just wait for it to happen, but as soon as it makes a piece of coal coke and it puts the oil over there, the oil goes into there. So that problem is now Solved. We can mark that one off. Okay, let's just play a little bit of cleanup here real quick. That grass will come back. Dang, that thing looks pretty cool, doesn't it, guys? And gals. Alright, so we were on a mission today for something. And I've spent so much time trying to figure that out, I don't remember what the mission was. I know I was going to make something for y'all. Let's see here. Let's go on and let's fill this thing up. Might as well, right? Take those out, because that's just going to go for a while now. Let's see. Throw those back in there, resort that. What do I not need on me? I don't know. Okay, we got the table. We're going to make something here. Let's throw this in here, throw this in here. Throw some of that in there, because I don't know what to do with that just yet. Where am I putting this? Oh, I know where I'm putting that. That's going over in the blast furnace. Throw that in there with the other one. Yeah, I wanted to make a second one. I didn't lose it this time. I just made it because I knew I'd break one from having to flatten out all that stuff. Throw that. Let's see, is anything else that can go in here? I think throw those in there too for now. That'd be good for now. Okay. My microphone is screaming I'm having a battery low issue. Hang on 1 second. Alright, second's up. Just had to plug in the headset. It's a wireless Turtle Beach headset that I dearly love. I just forgot to charge it last night. I thought I'd have enough power to get one recording in. If I hadn't had to stop to figure out those pipes, I probably would have. Okay. That's what we were going to make. I remember now. I've been looking at different kinds of weapons. And, you know, sword is cool. I love to watch those guys fall from the sky because it does most of the damage for me. Yeah, a sword is cool. An axe is cool. Tinker's doesn't currently have crossbows. I don't know if MDO is going to add crossbows to it or not. But those things were really cool, and longbows and all that. There's no weaponry in here except for the JaRyCu, which is just for knife blades, which can be kind of cool. But you know what? We got our we got creosote, we got all kinds of stuff going on. Let's see about making a railgun. That's right, guys. Let's make a railgun. Okay, we're going to start off. We need treated sticks and a piece of copper. I just happen to have copper on me. What do you know? Grab one of those because I may need... Oh, no, there's sticks right there. Let's grab those. Okay, so to make this thing first, we need to make one of those. Oh, don't have quite enough sticks. Okay, there's one piece. Next we need 2 HV capacitors, which is why I went mining. I didn't have enough lead to make those. So there's 2 pieces of lead, 2 blocks of redstone. Ooh, aloo. Alright. He uses the British way, so it's aluminium. Did I make any of that? That looks like a great big no, so let's see. I know I've got bauxite in one of these. And bauxite will turn into that. Ooh, there's only one, which will become 2. Well, crud. You know what? I thought I was completely prepared for this. Looks like I'm going to have to go do some more mining. And I'm not going to waste your time by doing that on camera. So, let's catch a sleep. Yeah, oh, I love to watch him burn. Burn, guy, burn! Pretty soon I'll be able to shoot him from a distance. Alright, I'm going to go mine up some more of that bauxite ore, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, guys. As you can see, I mined up some more stuff. I found 2 blocks of bauxite. That's it, 2. I had one on me, so that allowed me to make 6 of them, which is just enough to make 2 of these HV capacitors. So now we've got that piece. We made the handle a while ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there's the handle. Now we need to make revolver barrels, which are really easy. Just 3 pieces of steel. I've got 6 of those. Bam. Revolver barrels. Electrum coil. I need 16 of those and 2 pieces of iron. And I think I already had 16 from a previous project. Oh, look at that. That's a thing of beauty. We're going to let it stay night here on purpose. Because if we can get this thing made and get it to work, look at that! We got a rail gun. Yeah, it says it needs flux. Let's go stick it over here in the capacitor. Oh, 8,000 flux. Okay, and from what I read, it needs rods, which are really easy. You just take iron, stick them in like that. Now I got 4 iron rods. And you don't load it like you do with the revolver, which I was going to make, but the revolver was a lot more complicated than this was. Since we already had power structure set up, this just seemed like it'd be a lot easier. First off, let's take a look. I'll put my helmet back on. Oh, you know what? If we're going to go hunting, let's go hunting. Where's my black boots at? It's nighttime. We're going to go camouflage. Boots, boots, boots. Don't fill them in now. You can see I've been taking some damage too. I've been out there fighting. Alright, let's see what we can find. We are going to go this way and we're going to be brave and see what happens. Famous last words, right? Okay, we got a slime sling railgun. There we go. What's out here? Okay, you got to hold on the right mouse button. When it charges to 99, you can fire. Bam! Did you check that out? Go to 99. Bam! It's not too bad. Now, there are different kinds of tool rods you can make. Not tool rods, but different kinds of rods. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can make steel ones. Yeah. Hey dude, what's going on? You want one of these between the eyes? Bam! One more? Okay. Oh yeah. This is kind of fun. It's got a little bit of kickback on it. As you notice me going backwards. Now there is one out there that would pretty much one-hit kill whatever we see out here. But I've got to have an arc furnace and some other things set up, which is going to be a lot more infrastructure before I can make it. Oh, I wish you could hit Enderman with this thing. I wonder if you can. I know you can't hit them with bow and arrow. What's the power drain on this? 1600. Okay, it takes 800 flux per shot, so I've only got 2 shots left. We're not going to try the Enderman. We are, however, going to... Do I have any more rods left? Stone... Let's do one more since we can make steel so easily now. Uh-oh, where'd she go? It's one thing I've noticed in this pack, and I don't know if that's a 1.10 thing that I never noticed before, but mobs will disappear in a heartbeat. Oh, guess what else is going to disappear? Oh, me. I forgot, we're out of power. Check that out, I know that was down there. So let's go down here. That was a successful test. What do you think about that? Now that railgun's kind of cool, huh? I've never made one of those, and I'm really, really liking it. So I believe that's going to be our new standard long-range weapon. If I'm not mistaken, additional capacitors. I can make HV wire coil, which is aluminum wire, so I've got to find more bauxite, and steel wire. Steel wire, okay, steel's easy to make. Around the string, that'll give me 4 of those. So basically I need 2 pieces of aluminum. Oh, then I'm going to make that, so that's going to be 2 more pieces. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 more pieces of aluminum. Then I can make this. Reduces the charge time and increases the energy storage. Now, it doesn't give me numbers, but what you do is you make that, then you go over here to the engineer's workbench, which we made a few episodes ago. Stick this in there, and it gives you the slots. So I can stick those capacitors in here. I can take this precision scope, which allows me to actually zoom in on whatever I'm looking at and fire with more accuracy. And you can also put shaders. That's right, it doesn't have to have this classic look to it. There are all different kinds of shaders, and I don't know if you make them or if you find them. I know some of them have to be found. But I mean, I could, let's see. Yeah, see all the list of things this can be applied to? On the FTB wiki, ftbwiki.org, there is screenshots showing you what all these look like applied to those various instruments, to the railgun, the revolver, minecart, blah, blah, blah. So you can go and check that out if you would like. I did look at them, and I'm just liking that standard look for now. I really like how that looks. Alright, so let's get these torches. Oh, my inventory's full again. We'll leave the torches in there for now. Oh, you know what might be cool? Put that in there, put that in there. Yeah, now we're ready to do some battle. Come take me on, I dare ya. Alright guys, well, I think this was a pretty successful episode. We got the railgun made. Check, oh man, look at the detail on that. That is so cool. We will see this again. This won't be one of those one episode things where you just make it and then let it be. We're going to be playing with this guy some. We got the railgun made. We got the nice automated furnace going on back there with the oil going up in it. Let's see how much that's grabbed real quick while we're at it. Got my bucket on me still. 21,000 millibuckets. That's 21 buckets, and that thing will hold 512 buckets. So man, that's going to be going for quite a while. That's really cool too. Alright guys, I'm glad this is starting to come together now. I was a little bit worried about trying to find things to do for our series, but I think we're going pretty good. Now storage is starting to become an issue, so we're going to start thinking about better ways to store things. You notice I've started setting up barrels over there. And I like these with the one probe tooltip because it tells me up there how many I've got. It doesn't tell me what it is, but it tells me how many I got, which is pretty cool. So we're going to start thinking about storage. If you have any comments on things you'd like to see me try. I know Advanced Energistics 2 is in this. I'm sorry, Applied Energistics 2, and also Refined Storage. And I kind of like that Refined Storage. It's not quite so complicated, and it does everything that AE2 does. Plus, it was actually built for 1.10, not just ported up like AE2. So I'm thinking we may go that route. I'll show you some of the new toys and tools it's got in it. But for now, this has been JaRyCu with the awesome railgun, signing off. Don't forget, if you liked the episode, hit the like button. If you really like it and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Should have a new episode out at 7 o'clock every morning, every day of the week until we run out of stuff to build. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.